Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I've got a new dish for you. It's octopus in a sizzling plate with some garlic, coriander, lemon and chili. It's a Lebanese dish. It's beautiful. If you're an octopus and seafood lover, you will love this dish. Now what I have here is about 1.5 kilos of octopus, olive oil, so it depends on how much we'll need. I will let you know later how much I've used, and a few cloves of bruised garlic. First of all, we take our octopus, which has been cleaned, and we just dip it in the hot boiling water 3 times. So I think this process, everybody does it. I think this process is to curl up the tentacles of the octopus and to give them a better shape for later on. So after 3 dips, you submerge it into the water and you go for the next one. To clean the octopus, I have removed the mouth. You can remove the eyes as well if you like. I also scrape the suckers of the tentacles with a knife. It has always got a bit of a darker color to it, so when you scrape it, it just becomes white and lovely. There's also a part in the head of the octopus. You have to flip the head inside out, and you have to take this piece of the intestine out as well. And now we just put a splash of oil, olive oil, extra virgin. We put our garlic. They just bruise them a little bit. You don't really need to crush them completely, just a bruise, and some salt. Now cover it, leave a little gap so it doesn't boil over, and leave it for approximately an hour on high heat. After the hour's finished, you can test the octopus with a knife to see if there's resistance. Then you can leave it for another 10 minutes and check on it again. So you take it out, place it in a colander to get rid of the excess water, just one by one. And then we run it under tap water, cool tap water, just to stop the cooking process. So as you can see, there's skin on there. I like to remove the skin. Some people like to keep it on. It's up to you. I just scrape it off a little bit with my finger and it should come off easily, just like that. So I will do that later. Now we have a bunch of coriander, also a whole head of garlic, and a bit of salt, and we'll whiz them in the food processor. And this is the consistency that you're looking for, just a fine chop. Now I have heated some olive oil, about 4 tablespoons, and I place my coriander in there and garlic. So let that fry a little bit. See, you just add olive oil as much as you need, really. I think I used approximately 2/3 of a cup for the whole dish. So you just eyeball it and see how much you need. Now I've got a tablespoon of chili flakes. We'll just fry them with the coriander and garlic. And once that's done, we'll just set it aside and we'll go to our octopus. Now we need to chop it up. You can see I've removed most of the skin, so there will always be a little bit left, so that's fine. It comes out on your hands. I'll just rub it off like that and see how it comes out on your hand. Just washing my hands, and I'll start chopping these babies up. So it's very easy. It's just you gotta be really careful not to overcook the octopus, otherwise it'll go rubbery. And if you undercook it, it's too much crunch. So just 1 hour in the boiling water should do, depending also on the size of the octopus. So as I said, you test it with a knife. If there's too much resistance, then you leave it for another 10 minutes and check it. Now I've got my coriander there that I've just fried off with the chili and garlic, and I place my octopus in there, and once that's done I put them back on the heat. Okay, so put them back on the heat, fry them off a little bit. Just to heat up. See, keep adding the olive oil. I like it with olive oil, so when we dip the Lebanese bread in there, it actually coats the bread. So just fry it off for about 3 minutes maximum. You don't really need to go overboard because we've still got to put it in the sizzling platter. And that will give it a chance to cook even more. So you really could have stopped after, you know, the boiling process, and you can just add the coriander and garlic and just eat it like that. But I wanted to go that extra step and put it in the sizzling platter. It just makes the juices more concentrated, and it just gives it a better flavor for me, I reckon. I think we're just about done. And then we remove it off the heat. And I've already heated my sizzling platter in the oven, and I just put a splash of olive oil in there and pour my octopus on it. And I have a whole lemon, just cut it in half and give it a good squeeze. Yep, get all the lemon juice in there. Now I place it back on the stove just to let it start the bubbling process, and once it starts bubbling I put it back in the oven. So just about 10 minutes in the oven, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. So this is after it came out of the oven. So just a sprinkle of chili flakes, and there you have it. It's very, very tender. It's you wouldn't think that octopus would be so tender. It's actually softer than calamari. Very happy with the way it turned out. Just very soft. Just look at that. Yummy. And we'll have a try with the Lebanese bread. Dip it in. And that's how I like my bread to be coated with olive oil. Now here is the final product. Look at those colors and the herbs. And the smell is divine. So have a go at this dish, guys. Don't be intimidated by octopus. It's simple, just follow the steps. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell button to get all my future recipes. See you next time. Bye.